Have you ever heard of the movie The Electric State? If you've been following movies over the past couple years, you probably have, but just in case you haven't, The Electric State is a movie adaptation of a graphic novel by the same name released on Netflix in early 2025. And it's one of the most expensive movies of all time, having cost around $320 million to make. And there's a very good chance that you didn't hear about this movie. And that's because it was bad. The most unfortunate part of this is that the novel the movie is based on is great. The atmosphere, the writing, it's immaculate, and the artwork is eerie in all the right ways. And then you look at the movie. You see, the novel was very good at knowing its audience, with the world being set in a dystopian future where people use technology and consumerism to escape the increasingly dreadful world around them. So of course Netflix was going to try and make it into a PG-13 made-for-everyone movie with quips, A-list celebrities, and enough nostalgia bait and advertisements to make Ready Player One blush. But why did they do that? Why did they feel the need to take such a great novel with a very specific concept and dilute it down to the point of unrecognizability? Well, I think the truth can be found in one place. Right there. $320 million is a lot of money. For reference, it cost as much as Avengers Infinity War, which was directed by the same people, ironically. There was no way Netflix was going to spend that much money and not try and give it as wide an audience as possible. The other problem, though, is that more money doesn't necessarily mean a better movie, especially when it's in the hands of filmmakers that don't necessarily know how to use that money effectively. Just keep in mind, this movie cost 4 times as much as this one. A good team of directors, producers, and cinematographers know how to make a good movie on a smaller budget. Throwing more money at it only ever tends to just make it worse. Look, I've talked a lot about The Electric State in this video, but it's not just that film. This is a Hollywood-wide problem. The budget for many of these movies have frankly just gotten out of hand, and while some of them do need it, many of them don't. And this isn't just a problem for movies that have the budget. This becomes a problem for every movie, as these big budget films suck up all the resources that could have been used for smaller or medium-sized films. Mid-budget especially has been suffocated by this, as movies that might have required a bit more money to get off the ground don't even get that, as their budget goes to reshoots for a movie that cost 10 times what they needed. I really think the best way to illustrate this is in a genre like horror. Horror movies, by their very nature, are not going to be mass-appealing movies, so they have been insulated from this ever-expanding bubble of budgets. And what do we see in the horror genre? Some of the most innovative, critically acclaimed, and highest-returning movies of the past decade. I'm not saying every movie should have its budget cut. Some of these movies do genuinely need a budget of that size. But those budgets need to be entrusted to people who have a proven track record of making every dollar count. Because in the hands of truly talented artists, the right budget is more important than a big budget. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to subscribe for daily uploads, and I will see you tomorrow.